Oh yeah?
Yeah,
It's not on over here.
I find it a slight easier for me. So at least I only have to control one way. That's the back. So I'm not confusing him. You know, when I'm by myself, I feel like if I'm just standing here trying to get him to move this way, you know, like trying to control the back, the forward.
So what you been? Good boy.
Good job.
So show me what you've been practicing.
Okay. Good job.
Good.
Good job.
So for his benefit, though, I would still tell him don't go forward, so he doesn't have to have his neck all kinked over.
Okay.
You know
So explain because that might even help explain to him
why you're saying don't go forward, because you up against the fence if you did,
Okay.
and then that'll help you. Not only that, but it'll help you like use the don't go forward and see the reason, like more reason for it, because you don't want him to get all cranked
Yeah,
up.
and maybe there I don't have to be as loud
Right,
because we're not in the open.
and it'll make a lot more sense.
Yeah. I try to think of ways when we're by ourselves to do things that don't. I don't want to confuse him.
Right.
I don't want to make him sour to this.
Right, right.
You know, because I'm asking all this ridiculous stuff and he's not really asking him what I want. You can take a nap too, you know. That's not right. You take a nap at 11.
My guys, that's their nap time, 11.
I think he was 12 and put that in, so he was in there. Let's go do that one with the camera on the road. Take a look at these. These are jealous.
Okay, so you're gonna start him here. You're gonna back him through. And you're gonna send his tail around, back him through.
Okay.
Side pass over that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna change it to an over, and then we're gonna might have to teach it to him, but how to back up to you when you're standing behind him.
Okay. Good job.
I will say, even though it was kind of by accident as far as the shade, but I love that my round pen's completely shaded by 6 o'clock. My old round pen was also just by accident, but it was wonderful. Also, same situation. 5:30, half of it was full of shade, and 6 o'clock completely shaded. Good. Now back. There you go. Good. 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 Yep. Yep. So you might have to walk his front feet that way. But I don't want you to send him, because if you send him, we did the same puzzle with Heather. So if you send him, I know he's just going to go for a walk. So you're going to have to drive just his front end over, whether you do it physically or you do it by driving his front end over. But try to keep his back feet still. Good boy. Good boy. Good.
Good job. Good job. Should I back you one more?
No,
Okay.
just don't let him come forward. Make sure your focus is on his rib cage, not on his. There you go. Good. Good boy. Good boy. A little sass, but not too bad. Okay, so this time he's going to back through here, and then you're going to stay standing right about here. You're going to call his tail over, and then he's going to, you're going to, when his tail comes in, you're going to let his tail come right here.
Okay.
And then you're going to ask him to back up with you through this one. So you're going to be behind him.
Okay.
So he may not know, we may have to teach it to him.
Okay.
So when I took Lady from Heather, I realized, like sometimes I have to feel what it feels like or so I realized that I do the line on, I do the line on this side because the line on this side can mimic the support. So you don't want to draw a line on this side. So I do the line on this side, but I have it come across his back and over on this side of his tail.
Okay. So back here, across here.
Yep, so it'll come across this side of his tail. So then when you ask him to back up, I do it where I stand like a person between him and there, good. Good. Nope, you don't like that, okay. Back, back, nope, back, 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 nope, back, nope, back. You're okay, you're okay. You're okay, I'm not chasing you. Wait, 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 you're fine. Wait, listen.
He's very sensitive.
Back. So now now I have to be careful with how much he's turning his nose. I'm only going to put a little, see how I'm just tapping the line, but I have steady feel on it. Back, 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 back. I'm going to release when he moves his head, not because I'm trying to tell him he did the right thing, but because I'm trying to avoid a spin out.
Okay.
But I'm only going to release. You're all right. Back. Yes, back. Back. And since rubbing his butt doesn't like it, back. Back. Wait. Back. Good. There you go. Good job. That was right. Oh, you want to work for that? Let's see. Let's see if we can do that again. Back. Nope. Nope. Back. Nope. Nope. Back. Back. Nope. 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 Back. Back. Yes. Back. Back. Good. Back. Good job. Good. You there? Did you work for that? All right. Let's see. Back. 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 Good. Good. So what worked okay is just staying back first and then just taking a slow, steady feel. If he overachieves by turning his head real hard, we're gonna release the intention on the line, but we're not going to totally release the feel on the line, if that makes any sense. We're not gonna have like we're planning on still pulling on it, but we're gonna not let him have it completely back either.
So when I back him through here, can I over the tail?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So that's exactly what you're gonna back him through here from in front of him. Then you're gonna just step over to this opening.
Yep.
You're gonna over him. So you're gonna want to still be like kind of at the front of him. Because if you're at the rib cage, you're gonna send his whole body over.
Okay.
We want just his tail to come around. So when you stand more by his eye, his tail can come around.
Okay.
So you're gonna ask his tail to come around, and you're basically asking him to overachieve and land with his tail right here.
All right.
And then we're gonna ask him to back. And when he overs and overachieves, that line is gonna get exactly where you want it.
Okay.
The rope will end up exactly where you want the rope, across his back. Make sure his nose clears. That one's not you. Yep. Over. You might have to back him up at one point, because if he spins around correctly, his front feet will guide where his tail goes. Yep, 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 yep. Block his nose. Yep. Good boy. Block his nose. Good boy, you're right. Good boy. Yes, good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy. So I want you to give him like a kind of a cue up in the air. Not a snap. Not a snap. Yep, just like a. It's okay. It's okay. Good. We're working on something he's very unconfident about. Did anyone ever try to drive him?
I don't think so. I think he did.
Yeah, he's definitely got a fear of something behind him. In more of a educated way, but bad, like something bad happened. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you should have seen his eye. His eye was in such concentration, like he was waiting to see what that resulted in. Did it give me praise or did it give me correction? That was a beautiful look in your eye, yeah.
Try that again.
Yep.
One more time, okay? The whole thing?
Yep.
All right.
Good boy. So this time what I'll have you do is I'll have you back him through and then sideways him to like here,
Okay.
and then spin his tail around, and it might line him up better.
All right.
Good, good, back. Good job. Good.
One more. Back. Good job.
Now right there, he looked for you to touch him in the face. He actually looked for an acknowledgement. So it would have been a good time to reach out and touch his forehead. He asked you to. You'll see it if you watch back the video. You'll see he actually asked you to.
I'm seeing a lot of parts on the video. Hey.
Like, did I do good? Did I do good? No, he took over, but it's just kind of cute how he came to you. Like, did I do good?
Try the back here.
Yeah, you can just get him back to that spot and ask him to do the over part if you want. Good boy. Good boy. You try so hard.
Nail backing,
Um.
we're way off.
Yeah, way off. So just from where he would have been backed in through there, you just take him there.
Okay.
And then start the over part.
I know. That would be totally unfair. Since it moves, right?
So you're just going to put your hand in the air and wave for him to come back. Like wave the other way, turn your hand the other way. Nope. Put your hand up, turn your hand the other way. Palm towards me, yep. There you go. There you go, good. Good. That's it, because otherwise he's going to get confused. So now ask for one more back up step, because he was getting confused, and that's why he was looking for another answer.
Okay.
So we're just going to do one step at a time so he doesn't have to look for another answer, so he knows he's right the first try. There you go, now. Good, now stop. Good.
Good job, bud. He got that a lot better than I thought he would.
Yeah, when I touched him on the butt, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be hard for him. And that's what made me think about whether or not he was ever driven, because it seemed like a fear of something wrapped around his hindquarters. Probably like the harness stuff. Yeah, you don't know like how, if it was a good experience, bad experience, or if he just was afraid of the equipment and never had a chance to get used to it. Not as bad. It was getting bad. They don't come with my puzzle setting brain on. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't feeling that great yesterday, so I ended up canceling my whole day. It's like I can't do. Yeah. Okay. Sideways. Over this. Back up. I sounded like this was like one of those giant houseflies. Back up. Okay. He's going to sideways over this.
Okay.
He's going to sideways over this. He's going to back up. So he's just going to sideways and he's going to back up till his front feet are here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then you're not going to leave this plane.
Okay. So you're gonna over him.
So he's going to literally, he'll be tail facing that way. He's going to spin his tail completely around to where he's next to that block or, marker. And then you're going to ask him to back up to you past this marker.
Okay.
I think it would be too much to do. I think it would be too precision to do 2 sets of aisleways, you know what I mean? So imagine that there's another thing here and another thing here, and he's trying to come in through these little alleyways. But I think it might be, we could try it.
So,
Hold up. So he's going to side pass that first one,
yep.
and you're going to back out. Okay, he'll side pass this first one. He'll back out. Then he has to get spun around and back through here.
Through that last one.
Through these 2.
Okay.
Yep. Good. Back. Good. Good. Gonna back up more. So now you might have to tell his front end to use this as a mark for his front end. So like tell his front end to land over here. So you just want only his front end. So this is where just don't kiss, but you want his front end to land right here. Oh, that's a big one. It was a big, big one. Good. Good. Okay, and then you're gonna get behind him and back him up. So we'd want it to be more like precision there, but we'll just let him get the whole puzzle idea, and then we'll put it back together. Me standing there probably doesn't help. Good boy.
Good job.
Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So, yeah, so the idea is he's gonna back through here. He's gonna spin around by you calling him over, and then you're gonna stay behind him, and then you're gonna back him through while you back up.
Here, right?
Well, once he's in front of you to back up, then you can back up.
Right. But
Drawing him.
to get his tail around.
Yeah, no, and it's actually better anyway, because if you're at his rib cage, he'll think to bring his whole body over.
Okay.
So it's better to stay up by his head anyway. I did a trailer loading lesson over the phone last night, and I just got a report right before I hit the dead zone. Yeah, she got on. I'll send you a video in 10 minutes. I mean, she used to be a boarder of mine, so she's familiar with what I do, but good, if you asked for it.
I did.
No. Good. 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 Good.
I don't know how to get him to help.
You can remember like something's rolling off the edge of the table. Get out there and stop him from continuing on.
This way.
Yep. Yep. Good. Back. Good. Just the tail. I almost think he has to be back further to make it really a successful swing around, because you don't want his front feet to move at all. His front feet need to be almost where his back feet are in order to swing around and not have to move. Good boy. Block his head. Good. 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 Good boy. Good. 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 Now that line should be able to go right down his back.
I'm a little caught off, but
Okay. Good boy. He's like, I got this.
back. Back. Nope. Nope. Nope.
First time he takes one step back, you're going to release. One true step backwards.
Back. Back.
Good.
Good job. Good job. Yes. That felt like I did, but
Well, he needs to follow instructions, and then it goes easier for him.
he's getting better too.
Yeah, well, that was a good stop in the middle. That's tough to stop them when they think they're supposed to go sideways.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm struggling. You know, to get into without getting too loud.
Right, and when you are a little loud in your sideways, so you get a little motor running.
Okay.
So try to tone that down a tiny bit, and then he may think a little bit slower for himself.
All right. Try it again.
Yep. Oh, son, stay away for 5 minutes. See, I can handle this right here without the sun. Good. 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 You took the assume out of him. Good. Good job. Good. Back, back. There you go. Good. Sometimes just give him something else to do. Let him know he did a good job too. Yep, I would. Yep, now block his nose so he just goes around. Good, good, good. He should fall in right in front of you. Good, and back. There you go, good. Good boy. So, like, ideally what we would want to do is we want to replace those mats with poles so you have a distance to travel. But until we can kind of not have him walking on the mats, we really don't want to give him anything to get tangled up on.
Well, you notice I'm not as focused on that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he is, you know, if they were solid, he would be crashing quite a
I
bit.
know.
But it's good that he's not.
I think this way I don't get as frantic.
Right.
You know, so, I mean, it's a goal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a goal.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we do can always be advanced. You know, like so far he hasn't actually done the whole puzzle correctly yet.
I know.
So, like, you can't advance yet because we're still lacking the crisp or the black and whiteness of it.
This part went a lot better.
Yes.
Um,
It's just figuring out where to put his front feet for that over to work.
yeah.
So we gotta maybe even stop for a second and figure out where do his front feet need to be for that over to work. The front feet need to be pretty far back because you're asking his front feet to, yeah, because you're asking his front feet to stay still,
Yes.
and he's
So
only
he
supposed to
stays
over his
still.
hind
He
end.
needs to be about here.
No, his front feet need to be way
Well,
back
I mean,
here.
yes, but as far as like.
Yeah, he could be right here even. Because once he starts
Yep. Okay. Should we try that again? Yeah, and I'd make a plan.
front feet come at least this far back.
All right.
But this piece is good.
Yeah.
If you, I mean,
we're getting that.
yeah, and I mean, even if you didn't want, I just think it's really great that you can stop him on his sideways motion.
Yep.
So it's worth practicing.
I think so too.
But, you know, if you wanted to just start this piece, that's fine too.
Well, let's try with this again. We'll try this one more time. I don't want to drill in too much into it, but. Okay, I was able to stop him from going any further that way.
Yeah, I think the analogy of something rolling off the table is helpful because it expresses kind of like the urgency of how to stop it before it goes too far. Good. 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 That was a very deliberate stop. You were late. But that was a very deliberate stop. That was great.
Is it okay if I ask him to side this way one?
Yeah, because he's going to otherwise walk right on that mat. Good. 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 Back. 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 Back.
We're way off.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't.
So you can sideways him all the way to there and find a way to plant his feet
Okay.
where you want to plant his feet. Like you have a plan of where you want his front feet to be. Now you got to get him there without crossing in front of those mats yourself. So you stay on this side of the mats. Yep. Yep, look at him think. That's great. He's like, well, what should I do? So this is the first real long distance sideways you're going to do. Back, 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 back. Back, back. Stop him from going anymore. Yep. Yep, because you held your hand out there too long. It looked like an over. And he's been doing an over, so good.
Good job.
Good. And back.
I'm not going to make him wrong.
I wouldn't make him wrong for that. It looked like that. And that's exactly where we've been doing that part of it. Good job. Yeah, I wouldn't make him wrong for it because you're a little delayed in trying to stop him, and then you just held your hand there. So if anything, he thought he was being called over, especially since that's where that part happens in the puzzle.
All right, so should we try just the backing?
Yeah, getting him spun around and back up, yeah. Good. Good. Back. Good. Yes, good boy, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, call his tail all the way over. When he comes through, put the rope over his back as it, like, try to do it as a fluid movement. Tell his nose to go the other way. Like, do like a karate chop at his nose with your left hand. There you go. Stop the forward. Yep. Good boy. Block his nose so he knows not to do that with his nose. There you go. Good, 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 good boy.
Good job. I know he could have come over more.
It's okay. Back.
Back. Back.
Good.
Good job. Put that one back. Put this one back. Come on. Come on. Take it away. Come on. Come on. No, right there. Okay. Good job. Good job. I could have had him come over another step.
Yeah, and he would have come in more cleanly, that's all. But
Yeah, he would have been through there straighter.
Yeah. He did good.
Good job, bud. I'm really pleased with the way he got that from behind him.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to use it again. Just got to think of how it will work.
Sorry. You have to wake up, okay? Look, you're doing so good, man. It's making you do more stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to take away 2 of these, and on a circle, he's going to track this way. He's going to track to the right. Okay, so he's going to track to the right.
Okay.
And you're going to hind yield him right here. So he's going to be going on a circle. You're going to hind yield him right here. You're going to ask him to spin around and back through there. And you're going to have him back to you.
Okay.
So basically we're going to do a lunging circle once or twice around. And then when you hind yield him, yeah, it does matter which way for this one.
Yep.
So when you hind yield him, you're going to spin his tail out that way. And then basically we're just going to keep him in that mindset of this tail coming this way.
And get him all the way around
Yep.
like we were.
Mhm.
And bring him through.
Mhm.
Okay. Does it matter if he walks or trots?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I would do it at a walk, but if,
I am, because it's hot.
yeah. And you're going to try to do it fluid. Like when you hind yield him, then quickly ask for his tail to come around, over. Yep. 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 Good. Just one back up step. Good. Good boy. Good boy.
Good job.
So he's ready to do more backup steps. He understands it. Or he's ready to work on trying to get him to do it without the rope over his back.
Okay.
But right now, because you're using the rope for other things, it's just beneficial even to have it over his back. But see if you can ask for the over without any support of the rope and just having it drape over his back just for convenience.
He's very smart as far as like the pattern.
Oh yeah.
He picks up a pattern very
Well,
well.
you're less confusing too. Like you're able now to kind of not be a marionette going crazy. You know, like now your limbs do what you want your limbs to do. They're not doing things that you didn't ask them to do, because that's what you used to do. You used to kind of just be animated as hell, where you know, like this hand's doing this and you didn't even know why. And
Yes, and I feel more in control now.
Yeah, and then you have more of a purpose, and you've seen what this looks like, and you know what you need to have. The only thing that he needs is he needs to just be told not to go forward, and that his nose needs to go this way. Because when he looks this way, he's already kind of out of the groove.
Right.
So and the way you can advance that is he swings around, he hind yields, and then you immediately are ready to say, come over, so that way he almost doesn't even do the stop and look at you.
And look at me.
He can just kind of finish it and then come into you that way.
Okay.
Created this tiny little piece of shade for myself. Yep, hind yield, then tail, yep. That was good timing for all that, and yep, and back. Yep, you have to go straight back. Good. Kind of a little bit on an angle, but that's
Good job. But I can feel the difference.
right.
I can feel his body changing to the back as opposed to the side.
Yeah.
So I guess with the rope, I just keep like feeling it but not pulling.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. And then ideally it would be to eliminate the rope completely. It's just right now, it just is easier to have it drape across his back. So like how you can improve on that is you can get him to where he's fluent. Your timing was good. He just didn't know that there was more to it. You know what I mean? So when he came swinging around from the hind yield, you were ready to call him.
Yeah.
He just didn't know that there was more to look for.
Right. He got it pretty quick.
No, he came into gear.